Well, not for the first time this season, yet more late heartbreak for Sheffield United. What a sickener that was, Carlos Asaba. We'll look at the big talking point in just a moment, but that is the starting point, isn't it? The sending off, that changes the game.
Completely numb. I'm numb at the feeling because we started and we were just thinking, we're going to get two, we're going to get
the boos
three.
and the jeers are going on for Matthew Donoghue, by the way, and might need a police escort out of here tonight.
Well, no, I'm not going to incite violence, but Jesus, he was terrible. Absolutely terrible. I don't like to blame officials when we've lost. I like to put your hand up, say you lost, you're either beaten by a better team or you were poor. But the officials tonight, we had bad officials Saturday, but this was a disgrace. Absolute. They're supposed to be impartial. They're professionals. They're paid to do a job, and they've ruined an evening for us.
Well, let's start right at the start of the second half, because Sheffield United picked up from where they left off right at the end of the very first, very brightly. Morgan Gibbs-White here.
Yeah, we were playing as we know we can. We were creating chances. We were opening them up, and it was good, intricate football. And look, it could have bounced, nestled in the far corner. But this is what we were expecting to see. And I was expecting it to go on for 45 minutes, scoring 2 or 3 goals, because we were doing the right stuff.
Next came David McGoldrick. Again, another good chance here goes begging.
We're all in disbelief that this didn't end. It was a great play, and could have just hit him on the leg and gone in. Unfortunately, it's bounced over. But again, that was just pressure. It was relentless, and it looked like, okay, we're going to get another chance. No, just keep playing as we were, and we'll create more chances. And then, you know, we're getting to the turning point because it was only 10 minutes in. Yeah,
this is the incident. Morgan Gibbs-White was already on a yellow card. I can only assume, the yellow card is for a dive, isn't it?
Well, it's either a penalty or it's a dive. It's a clear, you've got to make a decision here, referee. And if he's gone down, let's see now.
Do you know, when you see it like that, slowed down, I get a different view of it as to the one I saw in real time.
Yeah, that's it. Well, maybe the right referee's made the decision there, and from where I was, I did think it was a dive. Not a dive, well, it wasn't a foul, and by letter of the law, it's a yellow card, but that isn't the gripe. The gripe is what's gone on for the rest of the match, and the inconsistency, because, okay, if you're going to send someone off, which is a huge decision, book him, he didn't need booking. He could have just, okay, it's a foul, carrot. He didn't make a meal of it. But then what went on for the rest of the match, the decisions that went against us, you feel actually picked on, because they weren't impartial decisions. It was just terrible. And referees have an anonymity now. They can do their stuff and they can ruin everyone's week, and people will lose money from what. And we've lost another 3 points. He can go off and carry on with his week because he's not having to answer to journalists to explain himself. Why not? I have a terrible match. I have to face the press and say, oh, I missed this. I did speak to the fans. Referees do what they do and they get away with it. He's made the decisions. Be man enough to say, oh, well, Gibbs-White, he dived. Then the defender who fouled our man clearly, and he didn't even get a booking. Why? Explain to us so we understand, because I'm gobsmacked. We've lost a match, and the people's livelihoods. This is a massive industry, and this man's ruined it for us.
There was the George Savile one that had everybody incensed on the cop where we were, where he clearly blocked somebody off, and it was a foul, and there wasn't even a card
right
that was
in front
produced.
of him.
Yeah, it was. And it came at a time when Sheffield United were on top, and suddenly Millwall get a lift by that. And you know, United are really having to dig in. But credit to them, you know, they did try and force the winner, and if anybody was going to create something, it looked like Iliman Ndiaye, didn't he? Because he was the one who I thought late on really came to the party and tried to swing it in United's favour.
He was working really hard, he was dynamic, he was asking questions, as he has for the matches he's played. And this again, you know, just a little more. Safer's made a good save, but a more experienced, him in 2 years' time, that'll be on the floor and it'll be going back to where he's coming from, and that's a goal. He's just young, he's not been in this situation many times, and he's done really well. But there was only one team who were going to go on and win. They had the win behind them because they got 11 men, but we were still creating the better opportunities, and you still thought we were going to go on and steal the points.
That being said, Millwall are always going to get a chance or two. You know, United are gambling, they're going for it. Gaps are going to appear. Benik Afobe came on and he had an effort that just went wide as well. Matt Smith came on also in the process. But it just began to feel like it was slipping away. I think this is the Afobe chance, isn't it, when he's played in. You're always going to get moments like this, aren't you?
I know, but it was a clear foul. At the start of it, it's a clear foul.
And that's the one we were talking about. That's why people were so upset around us. That's why
the referee... And the players then sort of have a defeated, well, what are we going to do? If that's not being given against us, and it lifts Millwall, okay, we can kick them and we can get away with it. Just be fair.
Chances still kept coming though. John Fleck, he had a chance in the first half. Another one in the second half. Again, positive, and it just wouldn't go in.
The defender did well.
So close.
But again, there's good little passing movement. We create good chances. We're not getting little things that people are making mistakes in. We're actually carving good chances, and it didn't go in. It's just so frustrating to be sat here again on the end of a defeat thinking we've been robbed.
Yeah, I mean, the entertainment factor was there. Maybe not for Sheffield United fans, but the neutrals it was. Mason Bennett going close at the other end, on from the bench, another player that Gary Rowett knows well.
Yeah, it's a decent save.
Again, that's a good chance, isn't it?
Yeah, decent save from Olsen. But again, we've been playing for 35 minutes with 10 men. They're going to get chances.
Yeah. And then the kicker. Again, a player we singled out at the top has been a threat in the air.
Yeah.
But on the ground, what a strike this is from Jake Cooper.
Great strike from him, but, we're down to 10. Look, sorry. Yeah, great strike. He'll not do that again. Left foot across the goal. Brilliant, but referee's probably cheering him on. Shoot, lad, shoot. Shocking. Good goal. Just a sickener.
These late goals are a worry, Carl. It's happening too often. Why?
Yeah, well, we've been playing with 10 men for 35 minutes. We've given our all trying to win. The boys weren't there thinking, okay, we've got 10 men, let's wrap up for a draw. They gave everything. They were attacking, they were running. They didn't, sometimes when you go down to 10 men, you sit behind the ball and you just try the odd counter-attack. We still went toe-to-toe because we're a very good team.
I'm not disputing what you said. I agree entirely with what you said. But these late goals, even with 11 men, it's been happening as well. There's something there, isn't there? There has to be something underlying why, concentration-wise, loss of focus, late on in games, something that obviously needs to be addressed.
Well, my score, I was way off, obviously, but I'm always giving the opposition a goal because I do think we've got a concede in us all the time, whether it's at the start or at the end. I don't think we're a very solid defensive unit at the moment, and that will come. But the way we're playing, we're creating chances to try and outscore teams. I think the manager knows he can't rely on a nil. We score one and we're going to get 3 points because he knows we can concede. So it does need addressing. He's had one window which wasn't a productive window to change it, and he's assessing his squad. But we can't wait forever. We need to just focus on the attacking way.
Carl, thanks for your company. I'm sorry it's ended in defeat. It's been a miserable night all round, really. But the good news is about this division, there's always another game around the corner, and that comes on Sunday. And we'll be with you as well. You can follow it with us. It's only a short trip for the Blades up the M1 to Barnsley, a South Yorkshire derby. Rob Coslett and Kevin Gage, part of our studio team for that one. Hope you can join us. But it ends in defeat here at Bramall Lane as Sheffield United are beaten by Millwall. Until Sunday, it's goodbye.